Hi, I decided to do a Zono Webquest for my final project. I have in my Webquest, I've provided a lot of different information for my students, several links. I think this is a great lesson extension about the slave trades to explain to the students or give the students an idea of how and why slaves were traded in different countries. So let's take a look at my Webquest. So I've named, the title of it is Let's Take a Trip. I have an introduction. Well, let's go to the welcome. So it's going to take some time. My welcome. It has a title, a description. The Webquest provides additional information about the triangle or slave trade. Grade level 3 to 5, curriculum, social studies. I've also included writing, ELA as well, but I could not select both. So mainly social studies, but it has some writing as well. My keywords, slave trade, triangle trade, sugar trade, tariffs. Let's take a look at the introduction. So this is my introduction. You can take a look at that. So it's an explanation of what I would like for the students to do. It's more like an engagement. It engages the students to get excited about this Webquest. And here I've included a video. It's a Webquest overview. Basically, let's see if I can highlight this from here. For some reason, I could not link this, so I would highlight it. And let's go here. And this is my video.
Hi students, this is a recording giving you instructions about your Zono web search or Webquest. Let's Take a Trip is about the slave trade. We discussed it today in class. Once you come to this page.
Okay, that's a brief description. Let's go back to the Webquest. So that is my introduction. The task. Here I explain to the students what they are responsible for doing. Independently, number 1 says, independently travel to the triangle trade route, making stops along the way. At each stop, record your experience in the journal and make connections to the past. They will take notes during this time. I will give them different websites, and they will take notes to each place they visit. And at the end of their journal, they will write a paper, and I have a rubric attached, and we'll take a look at that in a few. Process. What's next? So here I give clear and precise instructions, the directions. Let's see here, directions here listed in order are the different stops you will be making. At each stop, you will discover new and exciting things you have seen or experienced before. For each stop, you will record some information in your journal. This should be told from the first person, your perspective. Each journal entry will include, and it gives bullet points. And it explains here as you click on each link below, it is important to note that you will have to do some searching to find your answer. Some of the pages have enough information for you to use, and others may not. It is your job to do some searching for answers. So for some websites, you will need to click on some of the options presented to you. So what I've listed different places I would like for the students to visit. So these are places that the slave ships stopped during the Triangle Trade. Charleston, South Carolina. I have a few websites listed here. Let's go to this one. So this is a website about Charleston, South Carolina. Let's see, we have the culture here. They can click on culture. Just to learn about some of these places. Hotels, food, a visitor's guide. You can request a visitor's guide. So again, this is a Webquest of places the slave ships stopped during the Triangle Trade. Let's go back. I have TripAdvisor. They can pretty much go here again to receive more information, flight information, hotels, historic Charleston, read more information about historic Charleston, different places in Charleston they could possibly visit. Charleston, you have Drayton Hall, more information about the history of Charleston, South Carolina. Okay, and let's go to the other places. Liverpool, Great Britain. Again, I have links here. Slavery History Tour. Information about Liverpool. Other websites, the Liverpool Museum. Untold, hear the untold stories of enslaved people and learn about historical and contemporary slavery. So all of the links that I've uploaded here in this Webquest has something to do about the history of each place in slavery. The same for West Africa, Nigeria. Let's click on one of the websites. Again, information about Nigeria. Oh, let's get out of there. And it's pretty much the same for the Caribbean. I would like to move forward. And here it explains if you have completed the trip, the next step is to write a concluding journal entry. I have the instructions for the kids here. Well, basically explaining that they need 4 supporting details about your favorite part of the trip and your recommendations to go there when I am able to travel again. So just getting their opinion or their perspective about each place. I have uploaded videos here. Transatlantic slave trade video. They can watch this video.
Summary will illustrate the basics of the transatlantic slave trade.
Okay, let's stop there. Let's go back. And also the Atlantic slave trade video. They should be able to. Oh, I guess it did not come up. Oh, there we are. It's taken some time. But again, they should be able, here we are, to watch this video as well. This is a pretty cool video. Let's stop this. Go back here to the Webquest. So that's everything. I've loaded pretty much everything they're going to need for this Webquest in process. The evaluation. For their Webquest, I have a checklist here. Let's go to the checklist. Let's take a trip. I have the standards listed and a checklist. Triangle Trade Journal. They have questions here. Okay, let's get out of here. And they have a rubric. I've included a rubric. Now I have a conclusion. And my conclusion is basically just a closing of the Webquest. My teacher's page has the standards. I've listed all of the standards for this assignment. And that concludes my final project. I think the kids they'll really enjoy taking this Webquest or taking this journey on the slave trade and just writing about each place they visited. I would give them about 2 weeks to complete this assignment. Thank you for watching.